What's up, Nerds and Geeks? My name is OMGWTFLOLFTWBRB, and welcome to Suprocker Sunday. If you are unfamiliar with what Suprocker Sunday is, well, it is one of the days of the week that I choose to play really any game that I want, such as the ongoing series we've been doing for the longest time, it feels like now, the arcade playthroughs of Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL. This time around, we're going to be playing as Chowder. And after Chowder, we only have one character left, and it's Aku. So we're gonna get Chowder out of the way since I don't feel like ending the series off with him. So Chowder and Kimchi's who we're playing as. He has an orange alternate costume, a yellow one, and of course an evil dark one, because Dark's evil apparently. Arriving in such strange dimensions gave Mung an idea. Chowder, my boy, why don't you collect as many food samples for me as you can? I bet I can use them to cook up some delicious new recipes. Full of excitement and with his mouth watering, Chowder set off on his culinary quest. So it seems like Chowder's reasoning why not challenging, but going over to these other worlds is because, well, he's hungry. Why not? Isn't that what the show's all about, is food? Yeah, if you didn't watch the Let's Play, I really have never watched Chowder before, so...
Versus Ben Tennyson. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Fight!
I don't really know much about Chowder. But I do... what was I going to say? Yeah, now I remember. There's an ongoing thing, or theme, I guess, that I have been doing in these arcade playthroughs, including, you know, Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion and Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. And that is, I like to give you information on the character that I'm playing as. And since I'm playing as both Chowder and Kimchi, I will give you all the information I found on both of them. So, first off, let me give you some background on Chowder. Chowder is an American animated television series created by C.H. Greenblatt for Cartoon Network. The series follows an aspiring young chef named Chowder and his day-to-day adventures as an apprentice in Mung Dahl's catering company. Although he means well, Chowder often finds himself in predicaments due to his perpetual appetite and his nature as a scatterbrain. He is also pestered by Panini, I don't know if I pronounced that name right, the apprentice of Mung's rival Endive. Again, not sure if I pronounced that right. Who wants Chowder to be her boyfriend, which he abhors. Abhors? Do we have to use that word? Okay. The series is animated with both traditional animation as well as short stop-motion puppet sequences that are intercut into the episodes and that run over the credits. Chowder premiered on November 2nd, 2007 and ran for 3 seasons with 49 total episodes. It garnered 1 Primetime Emmy Award, win 6 Annie Award nominations, and 2 additional Emmy Award nominations during its run. The series finale, Chowder Grows Up, aired on August 7, 2010, and features C.H. Greenblatt as the voice of the adult Chowder. Chowder Go is coming this fall, 2013, on Cartoon Network. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure what Chowder Go is. I'm assuming it might be a sequel to the series? Not quite sure. Maybe we'll do a little bit more research on that in the future. Anyway, Chowder, who is voiced by Nikki Jones, is a 10-year-old chubby purple cat bear rabbit. Cat bear rabbit? Alright, I'll go with it. Who serves as an apprentice under the chef Mung Dahl. Chowder lives with Mung Dahl and his wife Truffles in a room at the top of the catering business. Chowder wants to become a great chef, but he is very impulsive and scatterbrained and often gives in to his urges. He is always hungry and eats anything, even a customer's order. Chowder can also regurgitate objects, and he is used as a storage container by the other characters. According to Greenblatt, he's a composite. The fuck does that word say? I'm sorry, nerds and geeks. He is a composite, I guess, of a cat, a bear, and a rabbit. Alright. And his species was verified in at least 1 episode. This is Chowder's synergy. It's with Madam Foster from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. We'll see it later on in the video, but basically he gets fat and you roll him around. C.H. Greenball voiced his adult self in the last episode. We already did that. And let's give you information on Kimchi, which is that brown thing that you see flying around Chowder, and we'll discuss what that is sooner or later. Kimchi, who is voiced by C.H. Greenblatt, is Chowder's pet who lives in a cage next to his bed. Kimchi is a brown-colored stink cloud. You guys get that, right? He's a brown-colored stink cloud due to the unpleasant odor of kimchi, which I'm assuming is a spice. From what I was told by this game, because this game has bios for each of its characters, Kimchi is Chowder's pet's flying fart. Just let that one run by you real quick, nerds and geeks. This is what we've come to. A pet fart. Yeah. Anyway, Kimchi likes things with odors unpleasant for the other characters, and he talks by making flatulent sounds. He talks by making flatulent sounds, like, you know. Yeah. Kimchi was first seen in the episode The Froggy Apple Crumpkin Thumpkin. Kimchi is usually shown with a blank personality, but in Stinky Love, it is shown that he has an opinion. To avoid dispute in South Korea, the Southeast Asian version of Cartoon Network, which broadcasts to the South Korean audience, muted every mention of his name and dialogue in the English audio feed. The channel's Korean language subtitle refers to him as Gigi, meaning dirty thing. The channel itself does not have Korean audio feed because of South Korea's media regulations. Chowder was cancelled by Cartoon Network in 2009. C.H. Greenblatt noted this on his blog, saying, "I didn't really think there'd be this many upsides to having a show officially cancelled by a network, but I'm feeling happier than I've been in a long time. Since we've only got post-production, my schedule finally eases up. I haven't had a break like this in a long time. Chowder has opened up a lot of awesome possibilities for me, and creatively, I'm feeling more inspired than ever." C.H. Greenblatt also noted that many of his staff signed on to the new project at Disney. This is a reference to the Disney Channel animated series Fish Hooks, which Greenblatt himself also worked on as an episode director. On April 2012, the series returned to Cartoon Network to show reruns on its revived block Cartoon Planet, not Planet. On March 30th, 2013, the first season was released on Netflix. After its premiere, the show was given mixed reviews by most newspapers and online animation websites. Some of these reviews were positive, too, raising questions as to whether Chowder can entertain with its occasional bathroom-style humor, or sometimes recycled material. Barry Garin of The Hollywood Reporter thinks that the show will appeal to both children and adults alike using exotic artwork, unusual settings, and a zany cast of characters. On Toon Zone, Ed Liu expands on the animation and crazy antics of the characters, pointing that the humor of the show is kid-friendly without being juvenile. Liu reminds his readers that Chowder is still in its early phases, and with just a little more time to develop, he feels that the show will be successful. Real quick, this is the only time we're going to see this. This is Chowder's ultimate maneuver. He eats a chili pepper and blows fire forward. That's about it. Nothing, I didn't use it on somebody, and that's the only time we're going to see that, so... yeah. Like I was saying, Aaron H. Bynum on Animation Insider also mentions the animation settings and crazy characters of the show, ending with the comment that Chowder is one of the biggest projects Cartoon Network has undertaken in recent times. Look at that.
Samurai Jack versus
Now we're going to be talking about the people who have done the voices of Chowder and Kimchi in TV, video games, so on and so forth. So on the television show Chowder, Nikki Jones does the voice for Chowder, and Hana Takeda does the Japanese voice, along with Anna Apostolakis does the Polish voice for Chowder. And as I said earlier, Carl H. Greenblatt does the voice of Kimchi, and he also voices adult Chowder in the final episode. And that's the only series Chowder has appeared in as of right now. I did mention a series called Chowder Go-Go, so maybe that is a new series. Like I said, I don't know. Anyway, in video games, Chowder was voiced once again by Nicky Jones in Cartoon Network Universe Fusion Fall in 2009, along with Carl H. Greenbalt doing the voice for Kimchi. And in Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion and Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion XL, both released in 2011, Nicky Jones did not do the voice for Chowder. The famous Tara Strong did the voice for Chowder this game, so I'm not quite sure why they didn't get the voice for Chowder, but they didn't. Tara Strong, everybody. And Kimchi, well, it could have been Carl H. Greenblatt.
No.
They didn't mention anything. He doesn't really talk, so he just makes fart noises. So yeah, not much work with Kimchi there. So since that's all the information I could find on Chowder, since he's not really a an older cartoon, kind of like some of the characters I've done in the past, let me give you my opinion on Chowder and his TV show. So first, let me give you my opinion on Chowder as a character. From what I've seen, I don't understand why he's funny. I mean, I guess if you find toilet humor funny, then, well, there you go. I mean, Chowder's your guy, but I, for one, am one of those guys that doesn't really find toilet humor that funny, and it doesn't really make me giggle. So yeah. But it's an interesting concept about a chef or a young chef wanted to become something, and it's hard for him to do it because of his appetite, I guess. It's not a bad concept, it's just it's the toilet humor that kind of turns me off to Chowder. I mean, he has a pet fart. Yeah, just let that one flow through your veins. Chowder has a pet fart. Not really funny. Either way, though. My opinion on the show, I've actually only seen one, maybe 2 episodes. And believe it or not, it's not as bad as people make it out to seem. It's certainly not at the level of the other cartoons that in the past that I love. But it's not as bad as you would think. Chowder actually, from the episodes I've seen, wasn't too bad. I would definitely watch it some more. Like I said, the toilet humor I can do without, but once you get past the toilet humor, it's not too bad. Honestly, you know, you want to see some bullshit, nerds and geeks, watch this. Ready? Ready?
It's hero time.
Look at that. He eliminates all his partners and me. Yep. Isn't that nice? You want to see some bullshit? Wait till we get to this fight. You'll see some BS in this fight. But no, Chowder actually is not as bad as a show as people say it is. I mean, I used to say it was stupid, and it's kind of hypocritical because I actually never watched the show. It looked dumb, and the toilet humor, as I've said many times, didn't really catch my interest, so that's what made me think it was dumb. But, you know, after I sat down, watched an episode of it, it wasn't as bad as I originally made it out to seem. Now, there's 2 shows on here that I have said that I don't like, or not really like, but I don't really know much about. Excuse me. And it's The Misadventures of Flapjack and Chowder. And I've seen a couple episodes of Flapjack, and if I had to rank the 2, I would say that I would probably say Chowder's better than Flapjack because Flapjack's is not that good. I don't think Flapjack was that good. And you ready to see the BS, nerds and geeks? I'll show you the BS. It'll happen soon. So right now I'm just trying to make this guy move because yeah, when you hit him he moves.
Why won't this watch work? It's hero time.
So the young Ben 10 died before I did. Look who won. I just want to say, all of them were dead before me. And yet I lost. Yeah.
Chowder and Kimchi
And that's some
versus
BS.
Ben Tennyson versus
And some BS right there.
7-11 versus
But I apologize if you came here expecting me to give you this full breakdown of Chowder and all that, because, well,
fight.
it's not happening. I don't know much about him. I don't have any experience with Chowder. I've watched like 2 episodes.
Tag team.
He obviously was able to make it as a character.
Ugh, why won't this watch work?
Well, where are you going? The fight's up here.
High five!
Chowder and Kimchi versus Three, two, one, fight!
I apologize for that. Interferences. Everyone's home now, and looks like we got to deal with those ones again. But yeah. Now we're facing him. And like I said, I don't know much about the character. So yeah. Good luck.
I will dis-
Holding a pile of food samples from his many victories, Chowder thought to himself, I can get a head start on creating Mung's new recipes if I taste test the food to learn their ingredients. Many testing cycles later, the food was gone, and although he remembered many of the ingredients, they soon became a distant memory of as Chowder's appetite got the best of him. So yeah, Chowder once again, he's a fat ass and ate all his food.
3, 2,
And here is Chowder's alternate costume. It is him not wearing a shirt. I am sorry, nerds and geeks, that you have to see this. Don't know why that is, but Chowder's just a standalone special. He throws a kimchi at his opponent and won't damage him somehow. I don't know how a cloud of fart can damage, but his side special, he sucks him in like a Kirby-like motion. Doesn't really. That is a creepy face Flapjack's got on. Doesn't really gain like powers like Kirby did, but you got it. His up special is a twirling motion. Not much out of that one. And down special, he throws kimchi down on top of him. Once again, not entirely sure how that damaged him. I apologize for the interruptions once again, Nerds and Geeks, towards the end. If you have enjoyed this arcade playthrough of Chowder, do me a favor, leave me a comment, a like, and please subscribe. And as always, my name has been OMGWTF, and I will see you, Nerds and Geeks, next week when we finish off the Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion playthroughs with a coup. So until then, you guys have yourselves a great day.